Hey y'all, it's your girl KV back with another review for Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup. Yeah. Uh we're a little behind. We got 2 episodes to do today. So we're gonna get that done. Yeah, let's just hop on in. The first one, season 5, episode 26, Daughter-in-Law or Mistress. What a mess. Y'all, Monday, since Monday is Memorial Day, I know I'll have time between Saturday and Monday to get this room to looking like something. Cause I be forgetting that I come over here. I gotta get used to the fact that like, oh, I go do stuff in this room. Let me put the picture back on the wall and everything since it's been cleared out, moved out from. Hopefully by the time next week's videos come out, it'll look like a little something in here or something. We'll see, y'all. We'll see. I really don't hang pictures though. I really don't. I ain't hung a picture in so long. I had to get my daddy or my husband to do it because I really don't. I probably hit my thumb with the daggone hammer trying to do something like that. I ain't did that in so long. Y'all know I'm goofy. Anyway, daughter-in-law or mistress. Let's just get Andrew and Candace out the way. So Andrew is furnishing this daggone apartment, y'all, even though he don't know when this girl gonna be able to move in. She's getting released from jail, but she has to go to like a halfway house or something like that. And she has to stay there. Did they say between 15 to 30 days? I think they said it was 15 to 30 days that she would have to stay there. And then depending on how she act, she could either be released to go to a residence that she sets up, or she'd have to go into like a long-term halfway house. I truly didn't quite understand. All I know is she ain't gonna be able to move into this apartment when she get out. So he's furnishing the apartment. Remember, he brought a whole bunch of stuff down on the truck that he gave her, and then he's having some furniture delivered. So while he's there, and as soon as the furniture delivery gets there, her friend, I cannot remember the friend, was it Deborah or something like that? I can't remember. I feel like it was something with a D. Candace's friend, who was like her prison mom, I suppose, comes over to, vet Andrew, see this apartment, all of the things, I suppose. So she gets there, and as soon as the delivery gets there and the friend gets there, Candace calls. I said, baby, is this editing? How long was she there before Candace called? Like, I just be wondering how long do we have to wait for things like this? So she calls. The friend is like, oh, yeah, I want to talk to her. She gets the phone. She goes into another room. We need a private conversation. She goes into the other room and she's talking to the friend. She's talking to Candace, and the friend is on the phone like, yeah, girl, you got yourself a sucker. He gonna do whatever you want. Yeah, girl, you finna run him. You finna run them pockets, girl. I mean, girl, he a sucker. You ought to see it. He got you some nice stuff. How much the apartment is? Girl, this apartment like $1,600 a month. Like, girl, he finna do whatever you want, girl. You better get it. So she's saying all of this while he's in the next room. And I'm like, does he hear this? Because I would be eavesdropping. I'm nosy like that. Especially in this type of situation. They be way too trusting of these people that's in jail. Like, they could be scamming you, right? You know that, right? So yeah, the cliffhanger there is we see him going to pick her up, and we waiting on her to come out the building. She ain't came out the building yet by the time they story finish on this episode. So next, let's talk about Shantae and True. What is this? I really got to set up my room because I got to find my adapter for this ring light, because I feel like I be looking like a scary movie with this iPad light below my face. I feel like I'm telling campfire tales. I need a good, a good light coming over. I be feeling like I'm telling campfire tales and I should be talking like this. And I should be like, bam! No? Okay. Shantae and True. So Shantae is sitting up here confused, y'all, because True likes for her to send him pictures every day, which blows my mind because it's like, do you even receive your mail every day? Or are they designated pick up your mail on Tuesday, Thursday? So anyway, he wants her to send him pictures every day. Are you paying for the stamps for me to send you? Of course not. She didn't want to say she done spent like $10,000, $15,000 on him. I guess if you don't save the money to see it going and you just spending it to check on somebody, you don't really see that you're spending so much on somebody. But it's truly no way I would spend that much money on somebody that's not even like locked in with me. Somebody I met on a jail pen pal site or through somebody else that was in jail, and I'm just, bless you, and I'm just sending you $200, $300 every time I get paid because you need money on your books. It ain't in me. It ain't in me. You gonna have to be like Rob. You going to be sending me money if I'm dating a jailbird. You send me some money. I'm gonna use your card to go shop if I'm dating somebody in jail. Cause what benefits am I getting out of that? Anyway, back to the story. He's asking for pictures. Well, he has asked for pictures every day, so she constantly sends pictures. And she's confused because she's saying that all the pictures that she sent him over the past few weeks have been returned. So Shantae is just like, what's happening here? She's talking to her daughter, and her daughter is like, did you have your titties out? Like, you can't see that. She's like, nah, you can't send no stuff like that. I feel like that's basically what happened. Somebody else sent him some stuff like that. So she's annoyed by this, and she's gonna call the prison to ask a general question. She don't drop his name or nothing. She just asks, why would pictures be sent back? They tell her that either it's because he's in solitary confinement or someone else has sent him explicit pictures like nudity or drugs, and that has gotten his male privileges revoked. So she's like, well, I know he's not in solitary confinement. I talk to him every day. So he must got some naked pictures from another woman. That's what I would think too. So, that's cheating. They supposed to be together. Have they ever met? No, Shantae and True have never met in person, which be blowing me because the show cameras be in his jail. True must be like the model citizen in jail because they be giving this man seafood to cook his omelets with. They let these show cameras come in there and film him in the kitchen like, baby, he finna have a Food Network show. Jailhouse meals. They in there. Got him at the kitchen. They got him at the little let out tables like, he must be a model citizen in this jail. He must be making bomb food for all the guards, baby, because how he got them cameras in here giving him confessionals in jail. I can't get over it, but Shantae ain't seen him, but production done seen him. Anyway, y'all, where was I? I'm looking real maniacal because when I'm laughing because it's campfire tales. Anywho, he calls her, of course. So eventually, and that's another thing. Like I said, I wonder what the timing be like. Do they have set call times? Like, okay, I know every day I can use the phone at 3 o'clock and it's just me and one other person out there. So I know at 3 o'clock, 3:10, I'm on the phone. So filming revolves around that time, or like, do they be there all day and they just wait to see if he'll call randomly? Like, I'm truly wondering what this time frame is and how often they be filming like this. So he calls, and first he's acting dumb. He don't know what happened. He like, what you mean? What you talking about, girl? I don't know what you talking about. Then eventually he's like, oh, you know what? So my homeboy was telling me about how he be talking to all these girls, right? He be talking to all these girls and they be bad and all that. And I was like, you lying, let me see. Send me some. So he sent me some pictures, and I don't know what those pictures look like. So those might be the pictures that got my male privileges revoked. He don't believe himself, for one. The way he's telling it, he sounds so unsure. It's just not even a confident lie. It's like he's thinking on the fly. Like he had no idea this situation was going to be thrown at him. And he's just saying the first thing that comes out of his mouth. He ain't buying it. We ain't buying it. She ain't buying it. Okay? And he, like I said, he like, oh, I forgot all about the pictures. Oh, that's my homeboy. That's my homeboy. Like I said, he don't believe his own mind. He reminds us that he usually don't date black women. Because I forgot. So I'm glad he reminded us. He reminds us that he usually don't date black women. I think he said he date white women. Not even Mexican white women. Not even Hispanic. Not even a little color. Straight white, I believe. So why he had to remind us that, I'm like, production, did y'all just put this in our ill place? Like, it was just so like, okay. So he reminds us he don't date black women, but he's into Shantae because him being locked up has taught him the importance of loyalty. And Shantae, she loyal. She loyal. So he's with it. Shantae is being foolish because she's over there like, I know I should leave him alone. I know he lying, but I just love him so much, y'all. I just love him so much. I can't let him go. I can't leave him alone. That's how Shantae feeling over there. And it's just so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Next, we gonna get to, who we gonna get to? Let's do Rick and Samantha, y'all. Rick and Samantha, they messy. Rick and Samantha, they dang near as messy as Ayana and Jamal, which is really just Ayana. Have we seen the picture of Jamal? I can't even put a face on Jamal. Maybe because I'm thinking about True and I get True in jail. I think the Eddie done hit. Timosa gang. If y'all got Trader Joe's near y'all and y'all tried my Timosa mixture, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think of it. If you mix some other juices with your Prosecco or your champagne because you're really not an orange juice girl like me, so the traditional mimosas, like you'll drink it, but it's not your preference. Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all mix with y'all bubbles, okay? What y'all got over there? Y'all got y'all Timosas or no? Rick and Samantha. So they're on the phone and she wants him to move out to Idaho because she says that, you know, she's got grandkids and kids out here and she don't want to leave them. He don't want to because he ain't got it like y'all. He ain't got it like that. The money ain't money, okay? He said he is retired and the money that he get from his pension, he can only afford himself, okay? He can only afford himself. We see him at the class reunion. They were talking about the class reunion. He's there and he's talking about, you know, being sober because I guess he used to be an alcoholic or borderline alcoholic. And so him being sober now, he's going to really take in what's going on at this reunion. And plus he said he acted up. He was acting bad at the last reunion being drunk. So he did some things. We'll find out later. We'll find out next. What things? Sleeping with one of his ex-classmates, and he said making a fool of himself. It couldn't have been too much of making a fool of himself because ain't nobody, like, people ain't looking like this, like, y'all. So making a fool of himself probably was like making out with old girl real hot and heavy. You know what I mean? You know how white people like, they be about to slob each other face off and they be putting their hands in each other's back pockets and they be about to like this in public and be like, whoa, go somewhere with that. Go somewhere with that. So he was like this with one of the classmates at the last reunion. So Samantha is a bit anxious because she don't want him to get back into drinking. She don't really want him to see Sandy. That's the old work name. It's Sandy. I don't remember the other lady. I feel like it was something with a D. Or maybe I'm just giving everybody a D name. I don't know. So he tells her that Sandy is not even going to be there. How you know Sandy ain't going to be there? Have you still been talking to Sandy? Stop playing with me, Rick. Stop playing with me. So he gets to the reunion. Oh, so they was just talking about the reunion earlier. He didn't get to the reunion just yet. So he gets to the reunion. And like I said, we see that he done slept with multiple classmates recently. I said, dang, how small is this little town? Ain't no other high schools. You done slept with at least 2 people from high school. Y'all like 30, 40 years removed from high school. And this was like, what, all in a 2-year span from each other? This must be a real small town. I can see why Samantha wanted him to get away from this little small town where he done slept with everybody. So Sandy talking about how they reconnected during the pandemic. And the other girl is like, oh, how long did that last? When did all of this happen? Because I'm trying to see if there was some overlap. They laughing, but, it's giving friendly competition. Like, girl, all right, you can get on Wednesday, Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, he with me. That's what it's giving. Like, they will pull out their little schedule and plan their Chili's dates on different days because they know that they both want this man. I guess this town, like I said, this town might be small. And Rick not a bad looking dude. They show his young pictures. I said, okay, all right, y'all wasn't crazy looking or nothing. Y'all didn't look like y'all was destined to be meth heads or nothing. They be showing some people high school pics and I'm like, baby, you couldn't do nothing but sell drugs and be on meth because you couldn't be in no office looking like that if that's what you're looking like at 16, 17 years old. But Rick and Samantha look nice and cute and normal. Cute for, people like this. So, where I'm at. One of the chicks thought that, this was going to be her chance to reconnect. She just knew she was at home getting ready. Like, I'm going to go to this reunion. I know Rick going to be there. And we going to bump into each other again. You just know that's how they was at home. So, because that's what one of them said when they was asking each other about, oh, well, how'd you and Rick reconnect? Well, one day we just bumped into each other and then we bumped into each other. I said, I'm going to use that. I don't know where, but I'm going to have to use that. We bumped into each other. Okay, girl, they look like they be having a hootenanny time, boy. A good hootenanny time. So, like I said, they both kind of plotting. They both plotting. It's giving friendly competition on who he going whom with tonight. That's what it's giving. He don't really tell them that he's engaged. They, like I said, they all went to high school together. So they know Samantha, but she in jail. So they all over Rick when he gets there, both of them. They, like I said, they both kind of putting their bed in. He's like, dang, I miss drinking. Sandy said, yeah, I miss when you drink too, because that's when you would hit me up. I said, Jesus. Can you be more forward? Just pull it out your pants and open it up and give it to him. Why don't you? Just go and whip it out, sis. So Samantha calls right when Sandy is there trying to make her move, y'all. He excused himself. He go to the side and he's talking to Samantha. She's asking them, well, have you told them that we're engaged? He's like, no, I'm not just gonna be like, hey, I'm engaged to Samantha, she's in jail. And then Sandy walks her way over while they're still on the phone. And she gets the tea. She gets on the phone with Samantha. So Sandy and Samantha on the phone. And she's like, oh, you locked up. Oh, okay. So you're not going to be here. Oh, okay. Oh, y'all engaged? Oh, no. She was like, well, tell me. You tell me. That's what Sandy said. Yeah, oh, he ain't tell me nothing. I ain't gonna tell her that. She's like, oh, what did he tell you about us? She said, no, you tell me, because Rick ain't saying nothing. Rick ain't saying nothing about nothing. So you tell me. Samantha is like, girl, we together, we're engaged. I get out at such and such, and we're gonna be together. Sandy was like, okay, girl, yeah. So yeah, Rick, back to me and you. I said, Sandy ain't playing. She said, I don't care about her. She in jail. She in jail. Let's go. You sure you don't want no beer? Let's go. Sandy about to jump his bones. He better watch himself, cause Sandy, she put the thing on you, boy. Watch out for Sandy. Lastly, on this episode, we have Iyanla and Jamal. So Iyanla is with her brother, and they talking about her sentencing. She's nervous about it. It's happening in a few days or whatever. He's taking her to the park to meet up with Jamal's mom and sister. Her son, I think both of the kids are with her. Gotta be, because if the son with her, the daughter would be with her. So they going to the park. The kids can go to the park, meet these people if, whatever. So she's nervous because the only time she's met Jamal's mom was when she was just the girlfriend / baby mama's bestie. I said, rewind. So your ex-best friend that was Jamal's girlfriend got a baby with him? So that's really his baby mama / ex-girlfriend? This just makes Iyanla even more trifling to me. She's already trifling, but this just puts the cherry on top of the triflingness, child. Just a hot mess. So they get there, and we see the mom and the sisters, and what a studly bunch, y'all. The studly bunch. They was really giving gross sisters. I ain't gonna lie. All of them had on like a white tee or a wife beater with some basketball shorts and some locks. I said, how did Jamal come to be if this the case? It was, I'm gonna just call them the Studley bunch. So we meet the Studley bunch. They talking and they mention baby mama and all this stuff. They being the slightly messy family, but also we vetting you to make sure you ain't on no bull. So Jamal had called while she was on the way there, I believe. Yeah, I think it was while she was on the way there. And yeah, because the brother was talking to him. He's talking to the brother. And the brother is like, what's your intentions? Y'all plan on getting married? Jamal says, yeah, I plan on marrying her when about 2 years after I get out. 2 years? 2 years? Iyanla is pissed. No. We're not waiting no 2 years when you get out. I said, oh, he told you, shawty. I mean, he was with your ex-bestie, now he with you. When people do scandalous things like that, I just don't expect them to, live in a way that will be favorable to a relationship. I'll say that. If you had enough mess in you to be that scammy and schemy and low down, I just don't want nothing to do with you. Thank you. I just wouldn't want nothing to do with you. Y'all, it's all rainy and groggy outside, and it be hot one day, rainy the next. Sinuses and allergies. It's just, everybody in the house be looking crazy. Everybody at work looking crazy too, but I feel like somebody else got COVID. And I be like, we need to be able to be like, hey, you need to put on a mask. I wish that we could do that, because people be walking around hacking their life up at work. And they just be walking down the aisle, and I be like, oh my gosh, the epidemiology in me just sees the green germy air spreading to everybody, and I be freaking out. So, where we at? 2 years. 2 years. She's mad about that. So she's talking with the family, and we find out that Jamal has 6 children and 4 baby mothers. Six children and 4 baby mothers. Ayana don't care. She said, Ayana knew this. We just finding this out. Ayana like, yeah, and I'm going to be number 5. I'm going to be the 5th baby mama. Ma'am. No. No. Just no. Ayana be stressing me out. So the sisters are asking her, what are your intentions? And that cracks me up when people, this family members of the jailbird, ask somebody else what their intentions is. I'm like, ask your brother that's in jail what his intentions is. The fuck? Anywho, they came straight out with it. Do you think you can be faithful with you being a stripper and all? Yeah. I said, just get straight to the point. Like, don't you? I was just tripping about it. You a stripper. We know how the boom boom room go. We know that if somebody throw enough money, you going to. So you think you can be faithful being a stripper and all? I said, well, that's a question for today. So she's just like, yes, of course, saying what you expect her to say. And the mom basically asked her, so you think you the one? Are you the one? Because, we know how he get down. We know he a little player and all that. So she said, yeah, we getting married. They're on the phone with him at this point. I can't remember where he calls or how we get in there. But they're on the phone at this point. And the sister, one of the Studley bunch says, yeah, this will be your first marriage, right? And he's like, nah, it'll be the second. Or the mama or somebody was like, nah, it'll be the second. He been married before. Yana is like, excuse me? He been what? He's like, yeah, I've been married through my religion. He's Muslim, so I guess he had to marry one of the baby mamas, like probably the first baby mama, once they had a baby. Yeah, Ayana is mad. He like, you ain't never asked me if I got married through my religion. You just asked me if I got married, like legally, like paperwork. Girl, she's like, nah, that's not how that conversation went at all. I was cracking up because like, Ayana, why are we even here? Why are we here? Like, seriously. They're just a dumpster fire at this point. Like, why? Y'all, it's a hot mess. I'm trying to see what the name of this last episode is. Let's see if they got it somewhere. Okay, I guess not. Oh. Yeah, I already read it. Yeah, y'all, it's a hot mess. So next, this is gonna be a long review. I'm already 30 minutes in. Next episode 27. Let's start with Andrew and Candace. That was easy this episode. Candace comes out. They're all happy to see each other, hugging up and stuff. They actually seem pretty genuine in this moment. And I forgot to mention, even when Candace was on the phone with a friend, and the friend like, yeah, girl, you can get him for whatever. Candace wasn't even really responding like that. I think she just kind of laughed it off. She wasn't really like, yeah, girl, we finna get this money. Blah, blah. So she might be a tad bit genuine. She says that she didn't ask him for anything. He just offered. He said, well, give me a list of everything you need. I said, Andrew knew that, these jail girls going to have multiples on the line so that they can get what they can get. He said, I'm going to get you everything. Eliminate them other dudes. So he's trying to be all affectionate with her, but she don't know how to take it, most times when they get out of jail, they're not used to being touched on and having somebody that close up on them without wanting to fight. So they just don't really know how to deal with it. And she also said that she didn't grow up in an affectionate household, so she just don't know how to take it, and it made her a little bit uncomfortable. He seems receptive to it verbally, but it's like they still kind of close up because I'm like, do she want him to back up? So that's them. Next, let's talk about Joey and Michael. Joey goes to see his friend, it's this drag lady. He's telling them that he's trying to get more intimate with Michael on these Skype calls. He don't know how to talk dirty, and Michael told him that his hand not really hidden for nothing. I said, dang. He asking his friend for tips and how to, do it better. And I'm just flabbergasted at them having this conversation, especially having it in public. So Joey ends up getting a hotel room so that he can be more comfortable doing this dirty talk. Because, he lives at home with his parents and they're in the next room over, so he don't feel comfortable trying to talk dirty on the phone with Michael. Michael is like, yeah, give me something good to think about when I'm in the shower later. Joey sucks at this. Joey's like, yeah, what do you want me to say? Yeah, I want to do that too. It's like, no, he can't speak freely because he in jail. He wants you to say the dirty, filthy, nasty things that he can't say and have you repeat after him. My gosh, Joey, go watch a PORN movie and figure it out. Like, go watch something on Call Girls. All these documentaries and how-tos on YouTube. And stuff. Get on YouTube and literally type in how to dirty talk someone in jail. Ooh, y'all hear my little hips pop? Crazy. Like, the internet is so vast these days. You can literally type that in and get some hits. But Joey's not. So he's over here doing terrible at this. So much so that Michael just changed the topic. He was like, okay, so my friend told me that he saw your profile on a dating app. I thought he wasn't doing that. Joey is basically telling him that that's old. That's from when I was trying to get you. I'm not even using that profile no more. And I'm sitting here like, Michael, first of all, you talk about how you done had a jail boo for every 3 months you done been in there. Why would somebody believe that you being faithful right now while you in jail? So don't be trying to police what he doing on the outside of jail. And two, you just told us that you might be in there for another 6 years. Joey already told you he not waiting that long. Joey said, I got to get my rocks off, baby. I need to be able to touch and feel up on you. Okay? I ain't doing no 6 years. If it's anything more than 6 months, I'ma holla at you, playboy, okay? I'ma holla at you, playboy, with my campfire tales. I'm hungry. Yeah, that's them. Let's do, who we gonna do? Let's do Teeny and Rob. They didn't have too much drama in their story. Teeny sits down with her kids. She's got a teenage daughter and like a 10-year-old son. She tells them that Rob ain't gonna be getting out next week like we thought. It'll be another 2 months. So she's letting the daughter know that he will not be present for the birthday party. The daughter does look a little, like, dang, I thought he was gonna be here for my birthday. Like, she felt the way. So I'm like, dang, you really take these kids up there with you every time you go visit. And they know this man and have an attachment because she's like, let me tell you about your dad. He's neither one of their dads biologically. Let me put that in there. So she lets her know, he ain't gonna be at your birthday party, but he will be here for the trip. And with him staying those extra 2 months, he won't have to ask permission to go out of town. So one of the kids said, well, it's been 5 years, so what's another 2 months? I said, not the kids giving you the logic on this situation, because that's exactly what I said. Like, girl, it's been 5 years. What's another 2 months? She asked the daughter how she gonna feel about having to share that time with him, the mom's time. And she's like, you gonna let him come to your pedicure? She said, no. No. I said, that's right, baby. You declared that you and your mama's pedicure time is y'all time and he can't come. I can't wait to do little mother-daughter stuff like that with Lena. So that scene is over. They asking the kids, are y'all excited about him getting out? And the kids seem like they really do have a bond with him. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like when he gets out. Later on, her mom comes over. The mom is looking for the kids. She said one of them at basketball, one of them doing this. I said, okay, good. I'm glad that I'm going to have to walk this back, that you do have them participating in sports and stuff like that. Because I was so concerned when you said that you be dragging them up and down the highway with you every weekend so you can go visit this man. But she mentioned here they have activities and they're in activities. So production is asking Rob how he gets his money. He says he got multiple sources of income. He didn't say what the business was, did he? I don't think he did. But he said he also plays poker and be getting a stack or so on the poker. I said, in jail? Supposed to be having that much money, or you be playing poker that much? So he talking about how he an alpha male and he want Teeny to be more submissive. In the previews, we saw him saying, this could be a problem for our relationship. The previews made it seem like her spending money could be a problem for a relationship, when in reality, he was saying that if she can't be more submissive, this could be a problem for their relationship. And I'm like, Teeny don't give submissive. She really don't. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes when he gets out. So she tells the mom that they finna go shopping and she don't need her wallet because they spending Rob money. Like I said, Rob making money from jail and sending the money to her. She ain't putting no money on her books. So I say she's the least foolish of them all on the show. But then them cameras everywhere puts her back in the running. So, So Teeny's mom has some concerns and she feels like Teeny is living in a fairy tale land because she basically is. She also wants to make sure that she still gets her time with Teeny. Like, she don't want Teeny to get a man and forget about her mama. That's reasonable. Y'all, did they only spend like $200? I said, what kind of store were y'all in? I need to go back and look at the episode. Were they like in a trinket store or something like that? I didn't quite pay attention. I be trying to watch, do my notes, pay attention to my child. Be a lot going on over here. So who else we got? Teeny, Rob, we did Andrew and Candace. We did Joey and Michael. We need to do Rick and Samantha. And yeah, let's do Rick and Samantha next. Rick is a player and a liar. He's a player. He's a player. He's a player now. I know he's a player. I still ain't looked up what that group name was. Hold on. What? Singing group. Moesha. That's from the Parkers. The Parkers was Freestyle Unity. What was... Okay, I'm going to have to do some deep diving later on. But if y'all remember, what was the name? Y'all know that Moesha, for us millennials, Moesha, Kim, Q, and... was it Niecy? Was Niecy in the group? Yeah, she used to dance. What was their group name? Because I be singing, he's a player all the time. I can't even remember what that group name is. But yeah, Rick is a player. I don't think he got any intentions of marrying Samantha. He goes to his niece's house. They're having breakfast, and he's showing the girls pictures from the reunion. They're like, oh, was that many people there? Oh, okay. I said, dang, did you expect them to be passed away? That just sounds so shocked. So as he's showing them pictures, Sandy is texting him and sending him pictures. They asked if he hooked up with anybody, and he is like, He basically like, no, but they was on you, boy. I mean, but no, I did good. Samantha calls and he is assuring her that he told everyone at the reunion that they're together, they are engaged. He is not, he did not go home with nobody. She mentions that she needs money for shampoo, pillows, other essentials, and he tells her that money is tight right now. The nieces are turned off by this. They're like, is she a gold digger? We ain't with this. We told you how these people from jail be doing. You don't need to be with her. So they're on the phone later, Rick and Samantha, and she wants him to come visit. He tells her, like, girl, I already told you money is tight right now. I ain't got it. She like, so you not sending money and you can't afford to come visit me? Basically, like, what are we doing? I can be pen paling somebody. But Samantha looked like she was like probably in the halfway house or something. It didn't look like jail when she was on that video call. It looked like she was sitting at a desk in regular clothes. So I was a little confused by that part. Or am I tripping? Was I mixing up scenes or something? It looked like she was chilling. It didn't look like she was in jail. She looked like she was in the office. So she mad. He ain't got no money. He lets us know that, like he said, his pension can only support him, and that's because one of his ex-wives gets half of his pension until she passes away, or until one of them passes away. I said, oh, that's important to mention. I'm sure Samantha would like to know that. But I'm like, just one? Don't you got multiple wives? You only paying one of them alimony and stuff? Yeah. Then I'm sure he ain't got no money because he constantly, well, he probably don't take these girls on dates. I was gonna say he messing with everybody in the town. He be taking them somewhere, but I'm like, actually, nah, he not, because one of them said how they about smashed in the car. So never mind. I doubt his money going on dates. And so he goes and he's playing pickleball with his friend, and his mind is all off. He can't hit the ball. The friend making fun of him. He said he's been married 2 times and Samantha has been married 4 times, and he just kind of nervous about how this all gonna shake out. He ain't got the money like that. It's just a lot going on. Lastly, we have the mess, Iyanla and Jamal. So Iyanla is on the phone with Jamal, and it's the day that she got Zoom court for sentencing. I said, oh, okay, at least she got court on Zoom, so she ain't got to worry about a ride and all that stuff like that. It'll be a little easier for her. Whew. He's trying to clarify when he said the 2 years comments. He's not gonna make her wait 2 years. He just feel like it'll take him 2 years to be able to afford what she deserves or something like that. She ain't buying it because neither are we. Oh, she said, oh, so you just saying anything, huh? So when she gets on the Zoom call for court, she is feeding her daughter breakfast right as the Zoom is starting. So I'm sitting here like, girl, you spent that time before Zoom court cupcaking with Jamal when you should have been getting your daughter up, feeding her some breakfast and sitting her down with some crayons and some cartoons so she can, be right there at arm's length away, but occupied and not in your face while you on Zoom court. Iyanla is just so irresponsible. She truly thinks like a child. She does not understand that her actions have consequences. She does not make good decisions, as we can see with her trying to be baby mama number 5, her messing with her ex-boyfriend's baby daddy. Like, she is just like, did your mama drink while she was pregnant with you? I'm just wondering. Her mama was still getting lit. It's given she was teenage mama still getting lit, and Iyanla is just a little bit off. Just a little bit. So, like I said, she's feeding her baby while Zoom court is starting. She says the daughter has just woke up, but like I said, she should have been woke up that baby. The judge basically tells her that, I need your undivided attention. You can't be preoccupied with your daughter right now. They don't show if Iyanla hung up on the court or if the conversation ended and the judge hung up. We just see her like trying to smash the end button, and she's throwing the phone, and she's having a whole fit. She's hollering, fussing, cussing, stupid A judge, stupid A, F you and your kids. Talking about I can't feed my daughter, F you and your kids. So I guess they did finish the call because she talks about how they're looking at 2 weeks of house arrest and 4 years probation. So she's very upset by that. She's slamming the phone around. Like I said, she's snatching her mic off. Take this off me. Take this off me. I'm done. I'm done. And then she opens this door and goes through the door. And I'm like, it was giving pantry. Like it might be the garage. And then when I thought, oh, okay, it's the garage, she picks up her daughter and she takes her through the door. Like I said, I don't know if it was pantry so she can get away from the cameras or garage because she was going to go somewhere. So I'm like, Lord, girl, you know you ain't supposed to be driving. You ain't supposed to be driving nowhere, girl. Where you going in the garage? But she don't get in no car or nothing. She goes and she calls Jamal. She's venting to him about how, things went on the Zoom court. And he's trying to calm her down. He's basically letting her know, like, yeah, you're going to have to, brown nose a little bit. They going to treat you like that. But this is bigger than that. Like, they going to treat you like that. So you can't stop. You got to stop being all dramatic and blowing up. And I'm so like, seriously, because if that judge is a real heifer like you saying that she is, she could add on to your sentence or be like, you know what? I don't trust her to be on house arrest, so she gonna do them 2 weeks in jail. And she could have your probation officer real strict on you, like, girl, relax. You could be making this way harder for yourself. Like I said, Jamal told her it's bigger than that. Like, you can't be getting stuck on crazy stuff. The worst part of all of this for me is she's doing all this yelling, cursing, fussing right with her daughter right there. And it's like, oh, what type of example are you setting for this baby? Like, it really be breaking my heart to see women with small children that act like that. Because look at what they're exposing their child to. And then you dating men in jail. Granted, she know him a little bit, but not like that. And then you expecting him to come home and move into your house with your toddler daughter? Like I said, any woman that goes on this show and expects to move a man in fresh out of jail when she has daughters in the house, call CPS. Let's just get some eyes on them. Let's get some reports going. It don't have to be a full-blown investigation when you're taking them just yet, but we need to put some eyes and ears on what's going on in this house. Like, that's how I be feeling. Somebody get CPS on the line. Let's do a random courtesy visit, okay? Let's just ask the daughter a few questions. Anywho, y'all, that is both episodes. So I am caught up on Love During Lockup. I truly plan tomorrow to do Love and Marriage Huntsville. It really wasn't giving out that much, so that one shouldn't be a long one. And I also gonna try to do Summer's House, but Summer House might wait till Friday. Then I might do just an overall blurb for The Ultimatum South Africa, because that was good. And I ain't never even watched none of The Ultimatum, but I ain't never got into it. But South Africa was good. I just need to make me a little chart because I can't remember who was the original couples versus who was in the trial marriage together. So those are the 3 I have left that I'm aiming to pump out this weekend, by this weekend. So make sure y'all like the video, thumbs up me baby, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment, let me know how y'all feel about the episode. Who is in the worst situation? Who y'all think gonna get played first? I think it might be Shantae and True. Well, Shantae because of True. So show support for your girl, y'all. Y'all know I'm trying to get to that 500. Bye. See you later.